present about Telekom Malaysia Berhad. Firstly, Telekom Malaysia Berhad is a Malaysian telecommunication company with a history dating back to 1946. Telekom Malaysia Berhad is the beginning as national telco for fixed line, radio and television broadcasting service. With a total 2.23 million broadband subscribers in 2014, Unify is Malaysia's first high-speed fiber optic broadband services. TM Berhad represent one of the largest government-linked company in the country with more than 28,000 employees and a market capitalization of more than 25 billion ringgit. On 1st January 1987, a cooperative syarikat Telekom Malaysia (STM) was born under the Telecommunication Services Act 1985. The company was immediately faced with various challenges, including a huge debt, inventories that had been unused for years, and a workforce that still operate on a civil servant mentality. What type of market structure involved for Telekom Malaysia Berhad? TM Berhad is a monopoly market structure because Telekom Malaysia Berhad, Malaysia's coverage champions and number one coverage communication service provider, offers a comprehensive range of communication services and solution in broadband, data and fixed line. As a market leader, Telekom Malaysia is driven by a stakeholder value creation in a high competitive environment. What kind of product does Telekom Malaysia Berhad produce? First is the merger. In 2007, TM began process of the merger to separate its mobile and fixed line service into two distinct entities. The exercise, one of the major includes in the company history, was completed in April 2008, resulting TM continuing to manage its domestic fixed line and broadband service. However, TM will return to a mobile service via subsidiary P1 on Q2 on 2016 after signing 5-year contract with Celcom on 28 January 2016. Next is TMNet. In 1995, TM Berhad was awarded a license to become the second internet service provider in the country. The first being is MIMOS with its service Jaring. TMNet as TM Berhad service was called mark the beginning of Telekom Malaysia Berhad's transformation into an integrated telecommunication service provider. Next one is Streamix. Building up its data offering in 2001, Telekom Malaysia Berhad launched Streamix, its first broadband services for general population, and bluehippo.com, a lifestyle internet portal. In the same year, TMNet was acknowledged as the largest ISP in the Southeast Asia, and the company was also launched CDMA fixed wireless telephony. Next is Unify. On March 24, 2020, Unify is the nation's first HSBB service was launched. Unify is a combination of internet, voice and IPTV service. By the end of 2016, TM has deployed the HSBB network to 1.377 million premises. As June 2015, TM had 2.9 million broadband customers, of whom 51% are on high-speed broadband. Next one is Unify Mobile. In January 2018, TM launched its mobile service as One Unify mobile brand. Unify Mobile basically is a prepaid plan featured with no expiry as long as the user stay active. Unify Mobile LTE network consists of 850 MHz FDD LTE, 2300 MHz TD LTE, and TD LTE 2600 MHz. And last one is TM1. In August 2017, as part of its new execution approach, TM consolidated its enterprise and public sector operation, which include its ICT and data services unit, and rebrand them into a new brand. Is there competitors faced by Telekom Malaysia Berhad? Yeah. For example, like Maxis, Digi, Celcom, U-Mobile, and other telco network. Does Telekom Malaysia Berhad control over the price of their market? They control their prices. This is because the product they are selling are affordable and have more privilege to their customer. If their customer subscribe Unify, they will give a HIP TV to their customer. If they enjoy the HIP TV, they can subscribe the HIP TV. What would be the condition for Telekom Malaysia Berhad to enter the market? Ease of entry market due to how easy or challenging it is for a new company to compete in the market. The ease of entry into an industry is important because it determines the probability of meeting new competitors in a business. Form of competitive advantage is hard to enter market, endure longer, and companies often continue to profit from getting a consistent range of rival. The easiness of joining a business relies on two things. It is response of current rival to the new entrants and the established obstacle to market penetration in the industry. TM declared a recognition of its organizational structure on September 28, 2007, demerging its fixed line and mobile operation into two independent companies, Fixed Co and Zone Co. In sponsorship, Manchester United agrees a 5-year contract with Telekom Malaysia, which will become Far Eastern countries' official integrated telecommunication partner. Does Telekom Malaysia Berhad face mutual interdependence on pricing decision? In order to reduce operating costs, the government privatized the Department of Telecommunication Public Monopoly to allow the privatized monopoly to collect funds on stock market to support development to advance technologies in the telecommunication industry, such as construction of optical fibers. The stakeholder interconnectedness and interdependence to minimize costs and achieve results also mean that a modern model of network governance had emerged, where it was assumed that without the active involvement and collaboration of all stakeholders, the mechanism could not function effectively and unsustainably. Is it possible for Telekom Malaysia Berhad to earn short-run profit? TM capital spending for FY19 would be 18% to 20% of group's overall sale, which would include a balanced investment in wireless network upgrade. In short term for TM, their commitment is to proceed while reducing the expenses, and they can still, despite several obstacles. Initiative for expenses optimization by TM are project to raise earning before interest and tax (EV). Is it possible for Telekom Malaysia Berhad to earn long run profit? 2018 was one of the most difficult year for TM. Without losing focus on their strategies and organizational mission, they work tirelessly to address the competitive landscape and industry dynamic. Is it for Telekom Malaysia Berhad to practice price discrimination? For me, I think Telekom Malaysia Berhad would not practice price discrimination. This is because they already fix their price for every product. They also ask if their customer to boost up their usage or their speed of internet. State two possible factors that could influence Telekom Malaysia Berhad's input market. Current companies are more likely to respond aggressively toward new entry where there is a record of this action, where the companies have invested substantial resources in the market when the industry characterized by slow growth. The successful competitive strategy requires offensive or defensive action against five competitive forces to establish a defensible position again. Two recommendation or solution to improve Telekom Malaysia Berhad. First one is they should make sure the internet are good and clear. This is because the majorities in Malaysia are using their product. If they handle their product well, more customer and investor will invest their money to Telekom Malaysia Berhad. They had to make sure their customer services are good condition. They should treat their customer well because they also had to handle their customer will. This is because some of the customer always scold the TM workers. Thank you.